John Burgess.
And the starter gets them going, and they're off first time, and it's in the centre. We've got Herman, Murai and Wibowo, and it looks like it could be, well, this is a surprise. In fact, I think it's Wachara who got through. Well, that is amazing. Wachara came through from a 10.69 semi-final. That was very, very impressive running. There's the confirmation of the score then. Wachara Sundi 10.47, that's a pretty good time. He won the event together with Suryo Wibowo in third place. It's the bronze medal, and the second, Thailand also. Sompot 10.52. So Thailand 1 and 2.
There we go. UK Sham finishing in 7th position. Po Sing Song finishing in joint 4th with a time of 10.58 seconds. The women's shot put is going on too. Chang Kui Rong is taking part, having won a bronze medal already in the javelin earlier on. So we'll try to keep you up to date as to how she is faring, along with her compatriot Du Xianhui. Teams are coming out for the second 45 minutes. Remember, for all the updates, you can catch us a little bit later on, 9 p.m. today at the games. We'll have a half-hour package of how Team Singapore did on the second day of competition at the 23rd SEA Games. The Young Lions a goal ahead against Myanmar, scored 7 minutes before the end of the first half. Fazrul Nawas getting his second goal of the competition. And I hope that Radi Abramovich will tell the boys at half-time that Indonesia and Laos are 0-0. It's nothing worse than getting your teams out on the pitch with your shoulders dropped. Indonesia, by the way, are leading 2-0 against Laos. No matter what the Lions do here, as long as Indonesia win, they go through. So we need a miracle from Laos in the second 45 minutes. Their hopes were slim a couple of days ago. They got slimmer before they took the match against Laos when Indonesia beat Vietnam. And it's getting, that light at the end of the tunnel is just getting smaller and smaller, dimmer and dimmer for Singapore. Will the last 10 minutes and the open chances they have against the Indonesians come back and haunt them? You'd think that the answer would most likely be yes, but still, there is 45 minutes of football to be played in both matches, and this was the difference between the two sides in the first half. Lovely finish by Fazrul Nawas. As I said, he could have just blasted the ball, but he took it under control. His first touch was brilliant, and his second, he waited and waited for the goalkeeper to commit and nutmegged him. Cheeky as you get. But all good strikers around the world will have that bit of arrogance about them, and Fazrul Nawas certainly did. That little toe poke. Lionel Lewis has that wry smile on his face. I think they were told that Indonesians are leading 2-0 at halftime. It's more a case of glad to be on the pitch with you guys. Glad to be sharing the whole SEA Games tournament with you. If we go out today, well, it's been a blast here in Manila with this team. It'll be Lionel Lewis's last SEA Games. Singapore to kick off the second half, playing from right to left, no change, same starting 11. Going out, usually halfway through the first half, Radi Abramovich makes his first change. He did it against Indonesia and then against Laos. Guess it was a sign of a frustrated coach who couldn't get the players to play to instructions. And in both cases, it was Su Chiayi just taken off the pitch of play. Last came off Myanmarese. It'll be a throw to the Young Lions. Timmy Dixon. Jamal Johnson, brave, got the ball to Khairul Amri. Great play by Amri, finally crowded out. He got it back once again. Jia Yi, he hasn't played this long in the SEA Games. Came on as a substitute in the first match, taken off before the halftime whistle in the other two matches. Yang Peng, inviting the run forward, but it was cleared by Haki before Mo Win could get to the ball. Tura by Haki was there, completes the clearance. There's a sea of white in front of them as they try to move the ball out. The challenge was very late. It resulted in a free kick to Myanmar. Didn't have the Korean referees' decisions go their way in the first half. Hoping this would be a signal for much better things to come from the official. In the second, Yang Peng is in the penalty box. He usually provides all the damage in the air. Can he do it again? Well, it didn't get to him, but I think it was Mung Thun or King Win who was just behind and sneaked in behind these two Singapore centre-backs. Very subdued atmosphere. Got some good news in the shot put. I think we have a gold medal for Singapore. Chang Kwee Rong, who was so disappointing in the morning with only a bronze in the javelin, has won the gold medal in the shot put competition. Offside Myanmar. Zozo it was. It's travelled a little too far beyond the Singapore defensive zone. So it's gold for the Singapore ladies in shot put. And I believe it's silver as well. It's a 1-2 finish. The results are unofficial. But if it rings through, that'll be our second goal of the SEA Games. Singapore looking for their second goal in this game. Du Xianhui has won the silver medal and Chang Kwee Rong the gold medal in women's shot put. We'll tell you the distance in a short while. Lionel Lewis will clear this. Khairul Amri chasing any lost cause yet again up front. Pass forward was way too far from Lin Pun. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this second half. Musharat getting the ball back from Sharil Ishak, and here is Khairul Amri. Disappointing cross in the end from him. If anybody deserves a goal in the SEA Games competition, it's Khairul Amri. Jamal Jantan has tried his best down the left flank. The back line hasn't changed since the opening match against Vietnam. Precious winning it in the air. So Jia Yi will chase after this with King Win, who gives the ball away to Sharil Ishak. Great work by Isa Halim. Brilliant work by him. Pass didn't match it as he tried to look for Fazrul Nawas. Tengku Masharat. Oh, mistake. Timmy Dixon trying to take advantage of it. Ups for the shot at goal. Took a wicked deflection. And Ong Ong U is glad that he didn't go too far right. Try to cut out that shot by Timmy Dixon. Dixon had options before he took the shots. Khairul Amri, Sharil Ishak were side by side with him. It's always good to see strikers having the confidence to take that shot at goal, so I think we won't deny him that opportunity. Timmy Dixon, Khairul Amri caught it in offside position. Free kick to Myanmar. Remember, it's still 2-0 to Indonesia. Mowin. Aimless ball played up front. Precious, poor header. The shot is on, and Lewis gathers it. He's marching it all the way. Myo Min Tun took a pot shot at goal, as I said. You know, the pitch is bouncy. Sometimes you might profit even from that far out. Lewis was very confident as he gathered it. Khairul Amri anticipated that superbly well. It's a throw into Singapore. Up the boot of Lin Tun. Zaw Lin Tun. Great skill once again by Khairul Amri. So waiting for the challenge to come in from the captain, Zaw Lin Tun. There are two Zaw Lin Tuns on the pitch, by the way, from Myanmar. So number 3 and the captain himself, number 5. Nightmare for all commentators is that they're playing down the left in defense. Sharil Ishak will take this. Tengku Masharat wants a piece of it as well. Well, usually Sharil takes it on the other flank and curls it towards goal. It's a great free kick. Ball headed out. And the danger with Tengku moving forward to that flank for the free kick is that it leaves space open in midfield. The pass from Sharil Ishak to Tengku Masharat wasn't the best. Tura will leave it for Lin Tun to clear. A little flick on. Lin Tun completes the clearance. But they're playing themselves into trouble here, Myanmar. Goalkeeper Ong Ong U finally just punts it away. Sharil Ishak. Khairul Amri, ball play behind him. King Win comes away with the ball. Yang Peng fouled by Tengku. Myo Min Tun. Mowin loses out to Fazrul Nawas. Not the best of passes from him. Timmy Dixon loses out to Zozo. Lovely play by the right winger from Myanmar. The pass out was a very good one too. Oh, Mowin just allowed the ball to slip under his foot. Otherwise, it was a great crossing opportunity down the byline. He's abandoned his position at right fullback. That's great work by Lin Tun. Timmy Dixon escaping the challenge of King Win, who commits the foul in the process. Whereas Khairul Amri was a little too close to comfort. Ivan Kolev, as I said, the Myanmar is playing for pride. He wants to leave the tournament at least with a victory. He's got to come from behind to achieve that now. By Haki. It's a good free kick, and no one gave him a shout, Khairul Amri. I don't think he was just as surprised to know that he had that much space. Here is Khairul Amri. Shot at goal, good save by the goalkeeper Ong Ong U. It will finally be cleared by Myanmar. But the opportunity was there for 2-0. Zorzor comes away with it. The counter-attack is on. Sutiai kept pace with the man. And the ball is played back as Kingwin and Myanmar move forward. Easily taken away from Min Hood by Haki Kaizan. With the final clearance, easily shepherded out of play by Mo Win. But Messi defending by Myanmar, almost giving Singapore the opportunity to go 2 goals up. By Haki, goes all the way back to Lionel Lewis. Could see what he was trying to do. Let's flick it up for Jamal Jantan. Just put way too much meat on it. 11.5 minutes gone in this second half. Young Lions still up by a goal to nil. And remember, Indonesia up by 2 goals to nil in their match against Laos. Akini losing out. Great challenge by Mongtung. So Ishak tried the spectacular and gave the ball away far too easily. Halim, it is of Woodlands Wellington who will take this throw to Sutiai. Got a total of 6 goals this season playing for the Young Lions. Sutiai, so I think it's safe to say we expected more from him in this tournament than what he has delivered. By Haki, forcing a pass forward. Fazlul Nawaz does well. Itimi back to Khairul. Itimi trying to make space for the shot. It finally comes in. It's the best we've seen Itimi Dixon in this whole SEA Games tournament. That effort escaped the attention, close attention as well. A couple of markers. And just needed that shot to dip a little quicker to trouble Ong Ong Oo. Offside by a mile. Hong Lee, the assistant referee from Cambodia. Well trapped by Lin Tun. Great turn. Tura. Well, he keeps going on despite the challenges thrown in by Isa Halim. Final shot was disappointing. Ball just bobbling up on him before he took the shot at goal. But Tura has shown enough in this football game to suggest that he'll be a goal threat. It's come from both sides. Whenever he's cut into a central position, I feel that Myanmar have better opportunities at goal. Jamal Jantan does well enough. Just knocked the ball away. Fazrul Nawaz. Lovely touch play from him. Tengku Musharat. Not the best of passes. Could see what he was trying to attempt. One of the most difficult skill in football. Little pass for the outside of the boots. Right into the feet of your teammate. Thun all the way out to Morwin. Itimi Dixon. Fazrul trying to work the 1-2. It has worked with Khairul and now if Singapore go out of the SEA Games, which they're most likely is the most likely scenario, you can only blame situations like this. Sharil Ishak right in front of goal, steering it wide. Would you believe that?
Number 15 out. 2-1. Substitution for Singapore. 2014, Agu Kasmir.
Agu Kasmir has been brought in.
Number 10
And Fazrul Nawas, the goal scorer, who almost turned provider for Sharil Ishak in the last instance. Pura is rested, surprisingly. Ma Law will come in for Myanmar. And really, it was situations like those that we just saw in the last minute or so, when Sharil Ishak missed an open goal. In situations like that against Indonesia, it's cost Singapore a place in the semi-finals. That was incredulous, that miss. Abu Kashmir, control of the ball, great work, superb pass. Khairul Amri was brilliant. As slippery as an eel, has just slipped between the Myanmar defenders. Yellow card for Lim Tun. Lovely skill. He's opening his body up. Lim Tun had no choice but to hold him down. Might have been much worse for the Myanmar central defender. The referee had deemed that it was goal scoring position, or that Khairul Amri was on his way home to goal. Suchiai to demoralize the Myanmar side. Still a goal to nil between, a goal by Fazrul Nawas separating these two sides. And Indonesia 2 goals up against Laos. Suchai laying it off. Way too predictable. Khairul Amri does well to get a corner. The way the Lions set it up, then too obvious that Jai was going to touch on and then take a shot at goal. Tengku Musyarat will take this corner kick. We're approaching the 19-minute mark of the second half, and Singapore should have been coasting by now. Easily cleared, thrown inside the mix. The team keeps it alive. Khairul Amri looks for the angle for the cross. It is finally delivered, albeit a very poor one. A good save that he's made already from Khairul Amri in this half, Ong U. Very fortunate. Still be only a goal behind after Sharil Ishak completely missed in front of goal. Jai, interesting pass played up front to Agu. He does well enough to get ahead of the defender. Great improvisation by Khairul Amri, had nowhere to go. Decided to take his chances. And this pumping attempt at goal got the crowd excited. Goalkeeper dealt with it easily. Jai goes all the way back to Jumar Jantan, taking no chances, hoisting it back into the Myanmar defensive third. Well cleared by the Myanmaris. In back they come. Zozo is the danger man, so too is the number 7, Ong Kyomo, who is fouled by his opposing number 7, Jai. Steps in with that sliding tackle. Nodded out easily by Jumar Jantan. So Timmy Dixon had to be a little bit more purposeful in that challenge, which he wasn't. Jai, option is there with Lionel Lewis. Decides to go safety first. Lionel appreciated that. Lewis will come up to claim this. Says that he's interested in plying his trade abroad, maybe for a couple of years. Radi Abramovich, it seems, has already almost set him up with a short little stint at Abramovich's old club, Notts County. And he says he's looking forward to it. Khairul Amri loses out to Lin Tun. Well, the news filtering through to both sides of Laos's demise in the Indonesian game. It's no surprise that this match is petering out. Two demoralized sides with nothing but pride to play for, going at it. Sutyai, good effort. First time we really see the Chinese-born midfielder come forward, join in the attack. A toe poke. Was so close. Singapore surge for goal number 2. Khairul Amri, great turn from him yet again. Pass didn't match it. Easily cut off by Myo Twin. Martin all the way out to Zozo, who has been very impressive. Morwin, Yam Tang, back to Morwin. Yam Tang easily skipping past Precious. Zozo, he is nifty and very skillful. Opted for the cross to the edge of the box, then didn't work out. This is much better play by Myanmar. Chance is still on. It's a stupendous save by Lionel Lewis to keep Singapore in the game and in the lead. Great work by Marlau. The shot came in. Lionel with a great save. Agu Kashmir, who's had a very disappointing tournament. Interesting ball and a good one. Timmy Dixon's ball control was horrific. To be fair to him, he got it back. Agu came back from an offside position. He'll be called for the foul.
Substitution for Myanmar. 16.
It's the final substitution for
9 win. 6
Myanmar side. I think Sutyai will also come out,
Number 3
and
in
he'll be replaced
Muhammad Firdaus bin
by
Muhammad Salim.
Muhammad Firdaus.
7 out. Shi Jalil.
Final replacement for Myanmar. King Win has gone off. Haki heading it back. Precious, yet another poor defensive header. How many have we seen from Precious in this tournament? Yam Pang! Oh. That should have gone in. That should have been the equalizer. It stemmed from a very poor defensive clearance by Precious. The first touch was good enough by Yam Pang, and needed so much more composure in front of goal. Was his less favored left foot. I guess not an excuse. To be fair to Lionel Lewis, he made himself huge at the appropriate time. 20 minutes remain. It's Timmy Dixon. Agu Kashmir failed to get ball under control. Foul by Juma Jantan on Zozo. Clear push on the Myanmar number 13. more win. Takes the free kick from Myanmar. Zozo. Nice little flick on. Haki Kaizan taking no chances. Lionel Lewis had already called for it. Ne Win tried his very best to pull it back from the byline. It's still Myanmar ball. Mo Win with a throw. Is he going to launch it long? No. Timmy almost came off him. He couldn't believe it. It's the assistant referee from Philippines, Randot Estremos. Final touch was off Precious. I think it'll be a corner to Myanmar. They're inching closer with their dead ball situations. No, the last came off. Number 7, Kim Ming Tun. Son of Samad Alapiche. Sharif Abdul Samad. And he will replace captain by Haki Kaizan. So this more or less is to test Sharif out and one for the future. Haki says goodbye to the tournament. How true were those tears against Indonesia? I guess he knew after missing a handful of chances that the Singapore side had lost the opportunity. There wasn't going to be a way back for the young Lions. The fact that Indonesians a couple more games to play. It included a match against Vietnam, who would have already qualified by then. And true to form, they beat the Vietnamese by 1-0. They needed Laos to defeat the Indonesians tonight. They're down by 2-0. At least they've kept to their end of the bargain. Singapore, they're leading here by 1-0. Timmy Dixon will finish this football match. Singapore have already made their 3 substitutions. Good ball played outside. The cross is a good one for Agu! That sums up Agu Kashmir's tournament. It was too high for him, but he had the time to take a couple of steps back, and he just mistimed his jump. What a difference the start and the end of the year make. They came into this tournament as champions of Southeast Asia, the Tiger Cup champions. But the curse of the SEA Games seems to be hitting Singapore again. They haven't gone past the group stages. This will be 4th time in a row that they failed at the group stage. And it happened as well the last time they won the Tiger Cup, I believe. They didn't go past the group stages too. Yang Peng opted for the cross instead of the shot. Was direct at goal. Timmy Dixon does well to hold the ball up when it was needed most. It was Firdaus out to Khairul Amri, who's really been given the rough treatment by the Myanmar defenders. There's every reason why too. He is the Singapore danger man. And he has been the Lions' best performer in these SEA Games, but at least his reputation is intact. Isa out to Sharil Ishak. Unbelievable miss in front of goal earlier from the player who scored Singapore's first goal of the tournament against Vietnam. It's really a case of missed chances, isn't it, for Singapore? They were leading against Vietnam. They lost by 2-1. Agu Kashmir had a shot before the end of the first half against Indonesia. If he had just connected with that instead of scuffing it and kicking the grass off the Bacolod City pitch, things might have been different. Nay Win goes all the way back to Mo Win. Nay Win climbs. Oh, tackle is way too harsh by Firdaus on the very dangerous Mung Tun, Kin Mun Tung. It's got more involved in the second half. Still 2-0 to Indonesia against Laos. No change in the scoreline there. I believe they have as much time as we have left, which is about 14 minutes. Easy tackle by Firdaus. Trying to find a way through. Mohammad Firdaus, Mohammad Saleh. Here's Isa Halim. Only 19 years old Isa Halim. This will not be his final SEA Games. Agu Kashmir. Who was that for? A little lucky that it fell to a teammate, Firdaus. Tengku Musyarat. Khairul Amri. Firdaus. Itimi. Agu. Was that a free kick? Korean referee says play on. Comes back. Agu tries to chase for this. He commits the foul. Just totally frustrated. Radi Abramovich. Zozo is replaced. The most dangerous player will leave the pitch. Jia Win takes his place. So both sets of players just awaiting the final whistle. It's not too close by. I guess you could say that Myanmar might want the equalizer. They don't want to leave the tournament with a defeat the same way they started it against Laos. And right after this, their only involvement in the games would be to support the fellow contingent who are the respective contingents who are involved in the different events that are taking place on a daily basis, with 8 more days to go, 7 after today, in the 23rd SEA Games. If you've just joined us, remember Singapore have won another gold medal today. Got a couple of silvers and 5 bronzes, but also a gold medal today in the women's shot put. Zhang Guirong winning gold. It's a 1-2 finish. Zhang Guirong gold, Du Xianhui silver, and earlier on Guirong herself won a bronze medal in the women's javelin. So in just a day alone, Guirong's picked up 2 medals. She still has the discus events where she's the defending champion, so she might leave these SEA Games much better haul than the last one. This is great work by Sharif Abdul Samad. I'm sure his father, Samad Alafiche, will be proud of that. He's got into trouble before, Sharif Abdul Samad, in his very young career. There's an instance where, I think it was at the Yishun Stadium, where he punched one of the players, Daniel Bennett, if I'm not mistaken. He was suspended for quite some time. Timmy Dixon finding nowhere around the Myanmar defensive wall put out in front of him. Mong Tun. It's all over now for Singapore. Indonesia have gone 3-0 up against Laos in their match. Third goal scored by Mayadi Panggabian. Great work, Khairul Amri. Who else? Offside, Abu Kazmir. Lintun. Mowin. The tackle anticipated the pass, Jamal Jantan, but he's allowed the space to open up. Cross. It's easily cut out by Sharif. 8 minutes remaining as Timmy Dixon comes forward, and Singapore look to at least finish their SEA Games campaign by scoring more than a goal for the first time in their fourth group match. There's arguments that it was a very tough group with the likes of Myanmar, Vietnam and Indonesia. Group A was much easier: Thailand, Cambodia, Philippines and Malaysia. With Timmy Dixon, ball played inside to Agu, the back heel is on, finally goes wide. When are they going to shoot? The shot finally comes in. Ong Ong U had to save it. Sharil Ishak took the final shot, but it came from an almost impossible angle. It'll be a corner to Singapore. Agu and Itimi waiting for a tap-in. But if you've been following the Young Lions matches, there's no such thing as a tap-in in the SEA Games for them. Tengku Musyarat. Agu lets it run. Oh, put right back in by Lin Tun. And up come Myanmar. Yam Peng. Haven't seen much of him in the last couple of minutes. Good work by pressures on him. As I was saying earlier, you could say that Group A was a much easier group to qualify from. But the Philippines have put out a very good team. They're fighting with Malaysia for the final spot alongside Thailand tomorrow night, and the right to play Indonesia in the semi-finals. So, if Singapore were put in Group A, and judging by the football that they have played, you'll be hard-pressed to think that they would have qualified from that group as well. So it's no excuse with the group. You could say the pitch was bouncy, but all teams play on this pitch. And at the end of the day, you have to look at the players' profligacy in front of goal. Missed chance after missed chance. Tengku Musyarat. Indonesia, I hear, have just won a penalty against Laos. That'll put it 4-0 up against the Laotian side, which Singapore struggled against. Firdaus. Much better cross. Easily defended though. There's no one challenging in the box for it. Precious will let it run all the way back to goalkeeper Lionel Lewis. Well, the last thing the Lions can blame it on, of course, is the preparations. Spent a whole year playing in the S League. 2 years, if you think of the fact that they were formed last year. Indonesia have gone 4 goals up against Laos. Agus Indra Kurniawan has scored their 4th. Tengku Musyarat. Clearance finally deflected off. It was just a couple of deflections. First it was off Mowin, and then Jamal Jantan who made the initial clearance. Ivan Kolev will not quit until the final whistle. There's 4 minutes remaining. Precious. A little cumbersome, but he does manage to get the ball away. Khairul Amri. If anyone deserves a goal in this SEA Games competition, it's the Singapore number 12. He's 20. There'll be another SEA Games for him. That perhaps is the good news that the young Lions can take back to Singapore. Yang Peng gets the ball back. Lovely header fed to his strike partner, Jamal Jantan. Lintun anywhere will do for him. Pushing on the back of Timmy Dixon was just a surprise as the Myanmaris were to gain the free kick. Tengku Mashara. Khairul Amri had showed the way with a run. Diagonal one, just across. Just too much swerve on the free kick by Tengku Mashara. Precious. Taken away from him by the very enterprising Lintun. Still Lintun, abandoning his centre-back position to come up front and rescue something from Myanmar here. Ne Win with a corner for Myanmar. Oh, just escaped everybody, and Lionel Lewis looked to have misjudged the cross. A little less than 2 minutes remaining. Young Lions will go out with a victory. It'll be a draw and 2 victories and a defeat. The Indonesians will qualify after 2 draws and 2 victories. Sharul Ishak got back in time. He's managed to throw it back to Isa Halim to complete the clearance. Agu Kashmir will run for this. Khairul Amri, it's all at jogging pace now. It's not only at a jogging pace, but it's at a fat jogger's pace. Good tackle by Tengku. He too has had a wonderful games. Oh, he was clipped. Agu Kashmir, the referee says play on. Unbelievable. We saw what happened. It was accidental, but surely a free kick should have been given. Isa Halim. Back to Firdaus. Good ball by Firdaus. Offside Khairul Amri. And if the referee's kind enough, as we approach the 45-minute mark, he'll put everyone out of their miseries by blowing the final whistle. Myanmar, though, want the equalizer. Timmy Dixon will run across and get it back. Khairul. Desperate cries from the Singapore fans, hoping for a second goal. But they have not scored more than 1 goal in all of their group matches, and I guess that tells the whole story of the campaign. Khairul Amri, can he change that? Timmy Dixon languidly just stroking it wide. Sharul Ishak, has he won a corner? I think he has. The predatory instincts of the Lions just not there throughout this tournament. Shahril Ishak guilty of missing an open goal earlier. Missed a last-minute chance against Indonesia. It might have changed the complexion of tonight's qualifying matches. But you live with what you've done, and the Lions will leave the SEA Games stage again. They were hoping for a medal, as they always do whenever they send their football teams to the SEA Games. And the Tiger Cup champions go out once again in the group stages. Vietnam will qualify as group winners. They will meet the winner of the Malaysia and Philippines game, which will be played tomorrow night. And the Indonesians will face the daunting task of Thailand in the other semi-final. That is, if the Thais expectedly roll over Cambodia in their final group match tomorrow. The referee still allows play to go on, but he played into the 3rd minute of stoppage time. There we go. Final score from Bacolod City. Singapore win their final group game and their 2nd consecutive. The scoreline is similar. The scenario is heartbreakingly similar. They get knocked out of the group stages of the SEA Games. They failed to score in one of their games, and it has proved to be the pivotal one. It was against Indonesia, where they had chance after chance of putting away the Indonesians. They failed to do so, and it's come back to haunt Radi Avramovic and his men. Indonesia, by the way, win by 4-0 in their final match against Laos. The Lions have kept to their end of the bargain courtesy of a goal by Fazrul Naurs, but they still get knocked out as Laos couldn't do them a favor. Neither Laos or Vietnam in their previous game could help them. Well, let's have a look at highlights of Singapore against Myanmar. Not much from the second half, but in the first 45 minutes, Fazrul Nawas really got a SEA Games campaign going. And would it have been a difference if he had played against Indonesia? We can only wonder. The way he finished it off, brilliant shot against Laos in the last match. And how about this for a cheeky odds finish against Ong Ong U? That came in the first 45 minutes, and the teams trooped out in the second half. You could tell that Singapore will probably told in the dressing room. Hairul Amri's shot well saved by Ong Ong U. Singapore probably told in the dressing room that the Indonesians scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes to take a half-time lead against Laos. That Singapore just decided, okay, they will probably be out, demoralized, and Myanmar have been demoralized since their first game and first day defeats. How about this ball missed by Shahril Ishak? Was that that summarizes Singapore's SEA Games tournament. Myanmar could have snatched it late on. A couple of chances. Lionel Lewis saved well, but this was the one where they should have got the equalizer. Yam Peng, an open goal, and doing his best impersonation of Shahril Ishak. Shahril's cross for Agu, and that's all of Agu's problems in these SEA Games, where none of these Singapore players who featured at the Tiger Cup really shone. Laos against Indonesia, it was 5 minutes before half-time, and a goal was scored by Richardo Salampesi, and it was an all-important goal because the Indonesians, regardless of how the Singapore-Myanmar game went on, would have gone through if they had won here. The second goal was a deflected one. Jumadi Abdi from way out. Took some wicked deflections, went past the goalkeeper, Kamsuk Chalansuk. And this is what happened in the second half. Another long distance strike, Mayadi Pangabian scored. They struggled in their first two matches. They couldn't score against Myanmar or Singapore. They scored one against Vietnam in their 1-0 victory. It opened the floodgates. And here was 4 against the Laotians. Agus Indra Kurniawan completing the scoring. Indonesia through convincingly and emphatically into the final 4 of the 23rd Southeast Asian Games. They will meet either Philippines or Malaysia, and that match will be played tomorrow. Remember, 9 p.m. we have Today at the Games. Join us then. Meantime, Mark Richmond signing off from Philippines for the 23rd SEA Games.
A MediaCorp Studios production for Channel 5.